Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make these chain tassel earrings with black finish components by TierraCast. Now since I already have one earring made, I'm just going to show you the supplies that you need to make the other earring. Beginning with, this is 20 gauge black finish artistic wire, and I already have my piece cut. It's about 4 inches long. And I've got some small spacer beads from TierraCast in the black finish, and also in the black finish a bead cone and some black finish ear wires. And last but not least, the chain. You're going to need approximately 2 feet, that's 1 foot per earring. And what you need to do with this chain is cut it into 8 segments per earring that are 1.5 inches long each. So I already have one segment cut. This is how I'm going to measure the other segments. By the way, this is 28 links long, so it's just under 1.5 inches, I believe. So I have my first segment threaded onto my wire. I'm just going to thread the rest of my chain onto the wire and line them up and cut it exactly where I need to cut. Using my flush cutters. So now I have 2 segments that are exactly the same length. And I'm going to make 8 of those. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quickly. Now that I have all 8 of my segments cut at the exact same length, I can set them aside, and I'm going to make a wrapped wire loop towards one end of the wire. It's going to be a generous size too, because you have to accommodate all of those pieces of wire. So about halfway down your round nose pliers, this is how I make my wrapped loops. I know some people use 2 pairs of pliers. I just use my fingers. So now that I have the beginning of the wrapped wire loop, I'm going to just open it slightly. I'm going to thread on my chain segments. Now that I have all of my chain segments onto the beginning of my wrapped wire loop, I can complete that wrapped wire loop. So I'm going to grab it right above the chain as best I can and give it a couple wraps around itself here. Two should be good. I will then trim off the excess wire right there and give that tail a good squeeze. Now I'm ready to insert my tassel into the bead cone. Now that I have the chain tassels in the bead cone, I can thread on one of my spacer beads. I'm going to push down as much as I can to get the wire up into the bead cone as far as it will go. Now I just want to make a simple loop right about here. So I will take my chain nose pliers and I will fold the wire at a 90-degree angle to the bead cone. I'm going to cut it off at about 1/2 inch, maybe a little less. Now I will take my round nose pliers and make a simple loop, like so. The only thing left to do at this point is to either open this simple loop or the loop at the bottom of your earring hook. And you're going to do that the same way that you would open a jump ring. Once it's open, you thread it through the other loop and twist it shut again. And there you have it. That's how you make this lovely pair of chain tassel earrings.